Howdy, Possum Patty here, and today I'm journaling about the colors of autumn. The colors in autumn are just so magical, but they disappear so quickly. So I'm just gonna spend a little time putting in some color into my journal, some of the fall colors. And we think about the leaves turning on the trees. Yes, of course, the trees are gorgeous, they're beautiful. And even the shrubs and some of the smaller plants are turning colors too, like the ferns. Before the ferns turn brown, they're just these brilliant colors. They're beautiful yellows and browns and siennas. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then there's the fall flowers. Can't forget the fall flowers. And we have asters and goldenrods and a bunch of fall flowers. Well, my daisies are blooming too, but I'm going to put them on another page. So I started working in the journal, and it was going to be a simple spread, but you know, it just got more complicated and more complicated. I was just going to do it and then come back and show you it all done. But it's not done yet, and I've been working and working and working on it. So I have almost all the pieces assembled, and I just have to put it together, sitting over there on the table. That's why I'm looking over there. So why don't you come along with me today, and I'm just going to get these 2 pages together. It's fall journaling, it's nature journaling, it's colorful journaling. This is my Hello Autumn journal. It was supposed to be for early autumn, you know, like September into October, and then October I was going to start my Halloween, my Harry Potter journal. But I'm still working in this one. I'm working in both of them, actually. So, but look, we've got chunkiness going on here, and I realize this one actually will be done pretty soon. Pretty soon. You know, I might have to go on one of my marathons, get this journal done adventures. So I had skipped these 2 pages and gone on and did the Asian Festival, Mid-Fall Festival, the Mooncake Festival, the Happy Moon Festival. And then I skipped these 2, and I did a visit with friends. This is a friend who does Elvis impersonators. His name is Earl. He also wrote a song about Pink Floyd. Then we went to the Fall Fair, New England States Expo, and I did a bunch of pages on that. I'm working on Stanley's World War I adventure. I got a little bit more to do on that, and then that takes us to the middle of the second signature, which is the last signature, and there are actually a few pages done in here. So look at that. Uh-oh. Possum Patty's going to get in her let's get this journal done mode. So I wanted to journal about autumn colors. Now this page was already on here. So I pulled out some more papers from the pack. And this is off of one of those 12 by 12 pages that we never know what to do with. So I took the top off and the bottom off. It was kind of a flower wreath with words in the middle. There is so much to be thankful for. Cut out the 4. And then I have this. This is from a brochure, a catalog for Mount Cuba for their nature and gardening. And I did use part of it way back here on this page. Beautiful ferns and asters. And this page is going to be about ferns and asters and goldenrods. So I didn't want to, oh look, there's goldenrod on the back. Oh, all right. Distracted. So I thought I would glue this down and then put the pictures on both of these pages. And then I got to playing with different things. I got cut out part of that page, that 12 by 12 page, and then I said, well, I'll make a little brochure about the asters. And I'm using this thin paper from this Recollections. Everything's down on the floor. I got a big mess on the floor. Recollections. You get like 180 sheets of this thinner paper. And I didn't want to make it cardstock because pages are already kind of heavy with the cardstock. So I made it with this thin paper, and I cut out some pictures from a couple of different books. Again, they're down on the floor. These are just books I had purchased to cut up. I like this one. This one's kind of simple, really nice. Ooh, I have to look at those goldenrods right there. And this is an older book. I'm sorry, that one's the Golden Nature Guide. So first I took some of that thin paper, and I took 2 pages from the Petersons, and this was about the white asters. Now, you know, you learn to recognize which wildflower is an aster, and then you learn there's 150 species of asters. So I just put a couple of the white ones in here. The whitewood aster, which has these giant heart-shaped leaves. The flat-topped aster and the small white aster. This one has smaller flowers. I believe I've seen these 3 around. And I think it's hard to tell in the picture. This one is more like the flat top. And this one has a purple stem. So this could be the whitewood aster or calico aster or the purple stem aster. I think next year maybe I'll do a study on asters and goldenrods, but you have to start earlier. You actually have to start late summer and then do it all the way through the fall. But maybe this will remind me to pay a little bit more attention to how many different kinds of asters and goldenrods are here at Soggy Bottom. I did a really big fern study when we first moved here. So I found like 10 different species of ferns just on this property. I could always find another one, so I keep my eye out. This has a jaggedy edge where I ripped it out of the box, and I'm going to leave it like that. Ripped it out of the book, I'm sorry. Where I ripped it out of the book, but I'm going to leave it like that. So this doesn't really need anything, but you know me. I'm going to add a little bit more complicatedness to the page. See how many different patterns I can get on here. I think this all goes because of the green and the gold of the ferns. I know the purple doesn't really go with that, but that's okay. And then the background paper on this kind of looks like little aster flowers, little purple ones there. And I also have all these alpha letters. I got these at the flea market, I believe it was. These are the Dollar Tree, the ones they use for posters. They're in the poster department, not where the crafting supplies are. And I bought, you know, I don't know how many packs of these for 25 cents a piece. And I hadn't used not one since I bought them. So I got them out and I put the A for aster. This little blurb is from the catalog I took this out of. And I didn't take this course, but I liked what it said about asters are versatile and easy to grow perennials. Group of low maintenance plants includes native New York and New England asters, whitewood aster, and varieties that do best in sun, shade, moist, or dry conditions. I just put that in there. And this yellow A, and this is from the Golden Nature book. And this is from the Petersons. And then my pictures are on the back. This is another piece of paper from this pack. I just thought I'd give the pictures a little frame. So next year I'm going to be on the lookout for all the different asters that are on the property. So I figured I can make a pocket with this strip here and put that in the pocket. TT's climbing in my lap. And then put this little nature journaling brochure in the pocket. And then on the other side, I have my purple asters. And I got out a purple A, another picture from the Golden Nature book. These two are from the Golden Nature book. And this one has a little blurb from the Golden Nature book about the New England asters, which are tall with deeper purple flowers. And the flowers have more petals, it seems to me. And then the New York asters, which are a little lighter, thinner, smooth leaves. And then the heart-shaped asters, the white woodland asters, the ones with the zigzag stem. But there's so many of them. So even though you say that's a white aster, there's like all different kinds of white asters. Just the way there's different kinds of purple asters. These are from the Peterson Guide. And I believe we have both the New York and the New England asters. I have to look and see if we have the large leaf one though. So this one is the New York one. I know it's just one little tiny plant in the backyard, but it was beautiful next to this golden fern. And even though the petals look kind of raggedy, that's because we just had a very hard rain and the petals are kind of drooping and soaked and they look almost translucent. But there are 4 little purple flowers there. Now the New England asters got a heavier stem and the flowers are darker purple with more petals. And I've actually planted this one out in front where the black-eyed Susans are. So when the black-eyed Susans are done, I cut them down and then I've got my purple asters blooming down there. So this one was October 6th, but this one was September 24th, but they're still blooming. And actually this one is too. Back there. So, oh, there she goes on my shoulder, sorry. So I did have a beautiful picture of the golden ferns. And these are the royal ferns. These are the royal ferns. So I thought, I printed this out. I didn't put, well, as you can see, these are printed out with my Canon IV Mini printer. And this is just printed out on the printer that is connected to my computer. And I put some scrapbook paper on the inside. And then I put a little journaling card and some goldenrod. Autumn 2022, asters, ferns, and goldenrods, bringing color to the season. And then I wanted to add a leaf or something. And these were the window clings that I got at Dollar General. Yeah, I got these at the Dollar General. I wanted to put that fox on there because he's gorgeous, but I only had a small space. So I put the little squirrel with this sparkly acorn. So on this side, okay, I'm going to use this cardstock to hold the picture down like that. So the hinge will be under there. And then I'm going to put some more of that wreath from that 12 by 12 there. And this will be the pocket. And then I'm actually going to put the white asters in here. I think. Yeah, because I think this one goes better on this side. And then I'm going to put the purple asters over here. Like that. So that's not too complicated, is it? all that. Yes. Yes, ma'am, I'm doing all that. So I'll move a couple things out of the way here. And start gluing. I had cleaned off the desk just a little tiny bit. But now everything is encroaching again. All right, so why don't I do the purple page first? So this part gets glued down flat. Find a clean page in my book here. There's my bird clock. Every time I sit down, the bird clock goes off. I need to go get some more glue sticks. Yeah, so I need to do an in-depth study which may not be interesting to anybody unless you're nature journaling. Study next fall of asters and goldenrods. I did have new discoveries on the property this year. And it's not like I go out and look for new things to learn about. I just go out and whatever's there, I'm like, oh, I've never seen that before. And things come and go. I find it amazing. Well, I know we have a dirty gravel road, not paved. And the town brings in dirt and gravel and dumps it on the road. So I know there's seeds that can come in on that sand and gravel from all over, from down by the quarry probably. Okay, I just think this kind of breaks that up a little bit. Extra glue, extra glue. Now I washed my hands, they shouldn't be too dirty. Okay, then I will glue this down. Yeah, so I was walking down the road, not last summer, I think the summer before, down the end of our property that way. And there was one ox-eyed daisy growing, ox-eyed daisy. I need to get a new flyer from Costco because this one's getting shot. Yeah, one ox-eyed daisy. I'm like, where did that come from? And there's a lot of invasive stuff that comes in too. Japanese stilt grass, which is a real pain, gets everywhere, spreading on the property. It's invasive. Gotta get rid of it. I don't know how. So there was one ox-eyed daisy. I didn't pick it. I left it there. I was a good girl. And it didn't come back. Okay, well, I wasn't watching the camera close enough. And so you're going to miss a lot of me blabbing on and on and on about not much in particular. But what I've done is, so now this is glued down. And I'm putting the purple asters on this page with these purple asters. So the purple asters, the New York, and the New England are going into this pocket. And then I love how the golden ferns here were carried over by these ferns, which are royal ferns. And I glued down this piece of paper to the hinge. So I'm going to glue that in the middle. I love that little squirrel. He's so cute. And then I'm going to glue down the piece that goes over here, which ran away for some reason. All right, I'll find it. Don't worry about it. Let me spread some glue on here. So I don't remember what I was talking about. And I don't want to keep saying the same things over and over again, but you know, the camera shut off. The camera's right here by my head, and for some reason I did not see it shut off, which is not very observant of me, is it? I'm going to use a tacky glue on this because it's holding down the hinge, and I like to use stronger glue on parts that move. On these brochures I use just glue sticks, so I'm hoping that everything stays down with just the glue sticks. So I was talking about goldenrods and ferns, and I did a fern study. I might have said this already, I'm sorry if I did. Of all the ferns that I could find on the property when I first moved here, and I did find 10 different species of ferns. And I did a study on some of the goldenrods. I'm going to have to look back because maybe that might help me if I look back into my journal and review the ones that I thought I might have identified. So, I got that page dirty. Let's skip that page. So this will be the pocket there. I could put another picture right there, couldn't I? I could. I don't know what kind of goldenrod that one is. It doesn't look like the Canada goldenrod, and it's not the early goldenrod. But the flowers are different than the bog goldenrod, which I think I may have found earlier in the season. I'm going to use the beacon glue for the pocket because that gets a lot of wear and tear. You know, the flowers change from year to year, and I don't know if I recorded this. Okay, now I'm going to put those clips on this one for a few minutes. That one needs a couple pages to make it tight. And then white asters are going in this side. Hopefully. Yeah, let that dry a little bit. Should I print out one more picture? Okay, I'm going to print out a picture of the other goldenrod, and my phone says no paper, and I just want to show you how easy this is. This is the Canon Mini Ivy printer. It's rechargeable, has a battery in it, you recharge it. It's portable, it's small, it's perfect for journaling. The cover just slips off, like that. Open it up. Paper comes in these little packs. You get 10 pieces and a calibration card, so you don't want to get your fingers on that surface. Hold it by the edge. The calibration card goes down flat like that. And you close the lid. The on-off button is right there. All the controls, this is for charging. The other controls are all on your phone. And it's on, so then you click OK. We loaded it with paper. Just press the print symbol on your phone and it will print out. Calibration card comes out first. You only need to calibrate this once per pack. There is no ink, 0 ink. That's why it's called zinc. Z for zero, ink, 0 ink, zinc. Get it? And this picture is not going to come out very clear, but I'm going to put it in the journal anyway. As I tried to zoom in on the flowers, I should have got a lot closer to the flower when I was taking the picture. And I took the picture from further back. So when I enlarged the picture a little bit, it got a little blurry. Now this is just processing that it finished printing the picture. So maybe next year when I do my study, I'm trying to get some clearer pictures. I could also print them out on the computer and make them bigger so that they're clearer that way. Okay, now all the pictures have a frame around them. So should I just put this down? Should I give it a frame? Okay, well, take my white aster information. See, if I get close to the flowers, I get a much better picture. The further away I get, if I try to zoom in, it doesn't come out that good. So I just put a picture there. And it's important, I mean, I know you can see there's a yellow flower there, but it's the details. You got to get the details there. So let me see if I can get this into here. Uh-oh. Get some glue on the back of that one. Okay, so there is my spread with as many different elements as I could possibly imagine, different kinds of scrapbooking paper, junk mail, well, it's a brochure, but it came in the mail, photographs, old book pages, alphas from the Dollar Tree, stays on ink, printed out photo, more different scrapbooking papers, more photos, window cling from Dollar General, more books, more brochure papers, book papers, photographs. Well, I had a lot of fun putting this together and looking up some different flowers. And like I said, maybe next year, this is probably a warning. I just may be looking into a few of those 150 species of asters and 200 species of goldenrods from late next summer to early fall and see what I can find on the property. So I just want to wish everybody happy nature journaling, happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.